Teacher, just getting organized here. Thanks for coming in. Today we are going to be talking about the animals, and we're going to also be talking about some spirituality things, which I know you guys are not used to. But the thing is that being vegan is a moral duty. It is our duty to be vegan. But once we are vegan, then what? There is this whole other life after that. A whole other life once you become vegan, because you are now in a position where you are sometimes separated from family because your family might not become vegan yet. And then you're in a position of trying to cope with, sometimes it could be some sadness, sometimes it could be a little bit of even anger. And so, yeah, that's what we're here to talk about. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Hello, hi, Cherno Bida. Diba? Guys, you have such funny names. What am I going to do about you guys and your funny names? Listen, if you are here and you care about the animals, why not consider making your channel something that has to do with veganism? You know, name your channel have your channel name with the word vegan in it. Or name your channel with the word animals in it. So it's really easy for everyone to find each other in community. So vegans come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, and they are, of course, all different religions, although most vegans tend to be atheists or agnostic. But the point is that we have a lot of different people here. All kinds of people. Some people are vegans and they're athletes. Sometimes people are vegan and they're computer engineers, or they're nurses, they're doctors. Yes, some are lawyers. Some of them are just people who they have completely different lives. Some vegans are stay-at-home moms. Some vegans are secretaries. We have all kinds of different vegans. And when we gather together, for example, to eat, how does that feel for everybody? Do you feel sad ever when you're eating and you're eating with family members who put the dead bodies of the innocent on the table? Does that make you feel sad? Yeah, it's normal that it would make you feel sad, because once you have seen what happens to the animals, once you know what happens to the animals, it's kind of hard to unsee it, and you shouldn't unsee it. But nor should vegans suffer. So what we're going to talk about is some kind of rituals, a spirituality, if you will, a kind of religion that we could sort of create that would bring vegans together and make us feel happy and proud and in community and safe. And yeah, there should be songs. There could be prayers that are said, but not to any specific God, more a prayer to the universe, a way of saying thank you to the abundance that we have, the food that we receive, the food that we are so grateful to have been placed before us. So this is what we're going to talk about. Thanks for sharing the live, Mystery. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for reposting, guys. That's very kind of you. Thanks, everyone, for tapping on the screen. And you guys over here on YouTube, thank you also for being kind. You've been vegan for 12 years. Congratulations for that. Good work. Good work. You know, but though, here's the thing, guys. Even if you've been vegan only for one day, that's excellent, because you're on your way. And it shows that you have a heart of empathy. And that really is just the way to be. So who else do we have here? Let's see. If you're here to write, by the way, if you're here to write some things that are unkind, I suggest that you don't. If you're here to write things that are mean, I suggest that you ask yourself, what is it that compels you to do that? What happened in your life that makes you want to be mean to the animals and to those of us who are protecting them? Because when you guys insult vegans, we never take it personally. I know you guys think that we do. You're trying to say, well, I'm going to eat twice as much meat because you're not eating any. And it just makes us feel sorry for you. We actually just feel sad because you have so much anger in you towards something that is completely misplaced. So being vegan feels so good. It feels so good because we are living in line with our own morals. So when I put my head on my pillow at night, as do all vegans, we feel like, okay, at least we're in the right direction. at least we are trying to undo the harm, because veganism is just a moral baseline. It is the easiest thing, and it is just the right thing to do. It is just our duty not to hurt the innocent. So thank you everyone for being here. Let me just read a couple of the things that you are writing. It's going a bit fast. Guys on YouTube, if you want me to read what you're writing, then what you should do is you should put it in a super chat. And some of you guys who are writing things that are mean, well, you just randomly get banned. And so you will end up seeing your own comments, what you're writing. I know you still see me, but none of us will be able to read what you're writing. So I suggest you don't do that, because then you lose the ability to communicate with us here. Thank you so much for this. Oh, whatever that kind of thing was. I don't know what that was, but thank you for the decoration. Some sort of papers, or I don't know what that was. Thanks a lot. If you want to come in and read a card and help us talk here, teach the class, the goal of the class or here, what we're doing is we're not just teaching you to be vegan, we are teaching you to be vegan activists, to be out of the closet as vegans, to walk with your head up, and to be able to speak about veganism in a way that feels good to you. So we're here to build your accounts. If you want help to build your vegan account and you want to find a way to do it that feels good to you, like if you're a vegan soccer player, for example, I can give you advice about how to build your account and to also incorporate the fact that you're a soccer player into that. If you are a vegan doctor, or you are a vegan nurse, or a physiotherapist, or a dietitian, you can also build your accounts, but keep your personality in there. That's an important part. When you're building your accounts and reaching out to people, that people get to know who you really are. You know, we all have our little quirks, we all have our little habits, and that's what we're here to talk about. So thank you guys. By the way, I'm going to read your names out loud. I noticed that in the last just few seconds, 17 people just subscribed. So thank you so much for that. Let me just have a look. That's just on TikTok, by the way. Thanks on YouTube as well for being here. Okay, thank you, Jackie, for following me. Thank you, Christina, for following me. Thank you, Samantha, for sharing the live. Thank you, Light, for following. And thank you, Lincoln, for being here. Thank you, Wyatt, who sent a wave firework 4 times. Speaking of fireworks, though, fireworks are not vegan because they terrify animals and they pollute the environment. So we are trying to save the planet for the future generations, and also for the animals who live here, who are terrified when they hear fireworks. Birds have been known to fly out of their nests in a complete panic, bashing around places. They've even flown into windows because they're so frightened. So let's be kind, and let's try as we can, as we go forward, to do things to help our communities to grow in the right way, which includes banning fireworks. You can have lights in the sky, or I don't know exactly what would scare the birds and other animals, but you know, we'll learn to do it in a way in harmony if that's something that's necessary. And maybe we'll discover that we don't even need fireworks at all. Maybe we'll discover that we can have music playing and we can look at the stars above. And maybe there can be some kind of way for us to appreciate just the stars without the bombs, without the explosions, without the human-made theater of it all. All right, so thanks a lot for being here. Let me see. The person wrote here, you stalk innocent non-vegans. Well, you know what? Your comment is actually completely unhelpful here. What I do, I don't stalk people unless you call talking to them online stalking. That's a bit strange. What I do is I do my live streams, and people can come if they want to. I make my videos, people can watch them if they want to, and we're here to make the world a better place for the animals. It's not so much about the people's feelings who are abusing the animals. That's not our concern. Our concern is to help the actual victims. And the people who are being talked to about why they should be vegan, the famous people that I talk to, they're not the victims. The animals are. All right, let me just read your names out loud. Hold on, guys. Let me keep going because a bunch of you guys just subscribed. Let me see who we have here. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Alyssa. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Jeremy. If you guys are spamming some of these weird kind of words here, what I suggest you do is just don't put these kinds of things in here. They're not helpful, and TikTok ends up banning your accounts when you do that. I'm not sure if you guys realize that, but when you spam those kind of weird groups of things, if you do it for too long, TikTok will just ban your entire account, just like that. So I suggest that you don't do anything that's mean like that. It's better. Go over here. There we go. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. And in case you're just joining, I've been vegan for 10 years. My name is Miss Katie, and I'm here to help you to become vegan if that's something that you're ready for. If you're not ready, there's nothing that I can do to help you to be a good person. I cannot help you to be a kind person. I cannot help you. I can simply talk to you about how animals feel pain, how they want to live, and we can grow in community together to make this world a better place. Now, one of the things we have been talking about lately is doing this thing called dinners for 8, which is a kind of an interesting number. It's a good enough number that you can have people over at your house or in a picnic in a park, and you invite 8 people over. And these people will all be able to take a turn in a circle to light a little candle. You know those little candles, they don't cost much money. You light a little candle and you say something about your life, about being vegan that you're proud of, or something that you've learned, or you can talk about how you're sad if maybe you're lonely, or maybe the kids at school are bullying you because you're vegan. And in community with one another, we will help to support each other that way. So that is something that I do, and that is something that you might want to start doing too. So stay in touch here, stay here if you want to learn how to do that a bit more. It includes writing poems, it includes specific rituals that we will incorporate. Because when you leave the carnist cult, it's like leaving a bad religion. When you leave the carnist cult, it's like leaving brainwashing that you've had your entire life. And many people here have been brainwashed into thinking they need to eat animals and their eggs. And you don't need to eat eggs ever again. You don't need to eat animals ever. You don't need to wear fur or feathers or wool. And you can all work towards having a better planet for all. Thank you very much. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for coming. Hello, Isla. Hi, Isa. Hey, everyone. Hi, Lulu. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, if you write right now, again, your names, or you subscribe to the channel, I'll try to read your name out loud. A bunch of you guys seem to be coming out as gay people for some reason here, and this is not the place for that. It is actually okay to be gay. There's no problem with that. But what we're here for is to come out as vegan. So maybe you guys get mixed up when you see my flag. This is a freedom flag. This is about freedom for everyone, not just gay people, not just lesbians. It's about ending the oppression of anyone who is marginalized and feels like they are shoved into a corner. And that for sure is the animals. This is a freedom flag, freedom for the animals. May all the cages be empty. Let's go over here and tap over here and see who wants to come in and say hi. Thank you everyone for subscribing, and thank you for the decorations on the screen. All right, we have somebody whose name is Bryce here who seems to want to say hello. So everybody welcome Bryce by tapping on the screen 100 times when we have a new person coming in.
Hello.
Hi, Bryce. Welcome to the live stream. Where are you in the world?
I'm from Louisiana. I've been in extremes a couple of times.
All right, cool. So I'll get you to read this opening card here, and then we'll talk about what it is that you want to talk about, okay?
Okay, yeah, okay.
All right, here you go.
Hello, TikTok and YouTube. Welcome. Wait, can you move it over to the left?
Oh, sorry about that.
Welcome to class. I'm Bryce, Miss Katie's new teaching assistant. Please tap the screen 100 times each to create little hearts to encourage me. After that, write the number 100 in the comments and then keep going if you think I'm doing a good job reading and explaining veganism. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Bryce. Good work. All right. Hey, Bryce, can you just wait 1 second? Because I do have a super chat on my YouTube, and I just want to read it out loud before it disappears.
Okay, yeah.
All right, thanks. Guys, while you're here, I want you to tap on the screen because Bryce did do a good job. And, you know, the longer that he stays here and remains polite, the more people will follow his account. So let's see how he does. But in the meantime, while I'm reading the other one, I'm going to hold this up. So Bryce, this is the card that you're going to read to educate people. All right, so just have a look at that for a sec while I get this super chat. Okay, so we have somebody whose name is LOL, I just farted. Oh my goodness. All right, so somebody's account name is literally that. Let's see how this goes. All right, this person donated. Thank you very much for the donation, by the way. Thank you for the $10 donation. Here's what you wrote. What do you say about the use of pesticides and destruction of habitat used in vegetable agriculture? All right, so I've had this question quite often. So here's the thing. Every time that you eat animals, what do you think that they are eating? Just think about the cows right now. What do cows eat? Well, they eat plants,
grass?
right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm not talking to you yet. I'm just talking to the guy,
okay,
to
yeah,
whoever.
yeah.
Sorry. I just you just keep tapping on the screen, everybody. I'll be right back with you guys. I just want to finish with this super chat on YouTube. I'll be right there. So this is to the person whose name is LOL. I just farted. All right, so here's the thing. You're asking about pesticides, you're asking about the destruction of habitat, but every time that you eat meat, you are contributing far more to that because the foods that are grown are filtered through the animals that you eat. So if you care about all of these things, be vegan. It's as simple as that. And when you're talking about harvesting of these things and that there are sometimes little animals, unfortunately, that get run over by these machines. Well, that's terrible. It's absolutely awful. And when we have a vegan world, we're going to be moving towards vertical farming upwards into the sky, creating plants that grow that way and not so taking up so much land. But the fact of the matter is that every time you are vegan, you are using 75% less resources, less land, less water. So if you care about all these things, that's awesome. Be vegan. Thanks for your super chat. Okay, so you want to read this one?
Yeah, okay. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Wait, what's that?
Dietetics.
Oh, Dietetics is the world's largest organization of nutrition professionals, made up of over 100,000 registered dietitians, nutritionists, scientists, and other experts. They state that appropriately plain vegan diets are helpful for all stages of life, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, and childhood, as well as the elderly.
Right. Okay. All right. Good work. So, in your own words, what would you say this says? Just in general. Do you remember how many members there are in the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics?
100,000.
Good work. All right. So you're one of these people who does read and you're retaining something. That's good. All right. Good start.
Kind of.
What's that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. And what does the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, which is the world's largest organization of nutrition professionals, what have they said? What have they said about who can be vegan?
Oh, I forgot. No way.
Sorry, I'm going to have to let you go because you have to be able to follow and to concentrate. Okay, I'll get to the next person. There we go. So, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is the world's largest organization of healthcare professionals. And they're nutritionists and hi.
Hello, miss.
Hi, welcome. So, let's just read this card. We read the card already. But the person did not pay attention. Were you here just 3 minutes ago?
Yes.
All right. Were you paying attention?
Yeah.
All right, cool. There's a background echo. I can hear my own voice. So maybe do something to move away.
Oh, yeah, turn that off. All right, yeah.
Okay, what did you just turn off?
My friend was looking at your live too because we were trying to join to say something about it.
Okay. All right. So let's read this card again.
Nigga. I love bait, nigga.
Okay, that's
Nigga.
interesting. Why are you telling me that? Why did you call me that? What's that have to do with anything?
I love bait, kill yourself.
Okay, well, one day I will die, that's true. Anything else you want to say? Or do you want to have an actual conversation with me? Okay, I guess not. All right, so here's what it says. They state that the appropriately planned vegan diets are helpful for all stages of life, including pregnancy and lactation. So that means when your newborn baby is born, first of all, you can be pregnant and you can be vegan, and you will grow a perfectly beautiful baby. Second of all, when your baby is born and you are breastfeeding your baby, you will have perfect milk for your baby. Even if you are vegan, you never need to eat any meat. You never need to eat eggs. You never need to eat cheese. And proof of that, well, that comes from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, where 100,000 registered dietitians, nutrition experts, and all these people studied all of the papers and all of the vegans and all of the science, and they came to that conclusion. Thank you so much for the heart there. Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate that, Snake. Edgar, thank you for the little roses, by the way. Thank you, Amanda, for subscribing to my account. Oh, a bunch of you guys just subscribed again. Thank you for that. Let me read your names out loud. Oh, hold on a second. I have a super chat here. 1 second. I'll be with you in a sec, okay? I just want to make sure that I read this. Everybody's names who followed. Sasha followed. Jishi followed. Thanks, guys. You're so sweet to follow me. Thank you. Jojo followed. And who else? Okay, Jason, Freddie, Mary, Keenan. Foxy is here. Thanks for following, Coraline. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for sharing. Somebody says, let someone up. Yeah, we just had a couple of people up. Don't worry, we're letting people up. Just saying thank you right now to the people who are following. Thank you, Karen, for being here. Thank you, Caroline. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. To answer your question, yes, I am a nurse. And yes, I am a teacher. And yes, I am a grandmother. And yes, it's true. I've been vegan for 10 years. All right. Okay, and yes, so let's just to sum up this card. So you can be vegan at all stages of development and you're going to be healthy. That's it. That's all you need to know. So you don't have to worry. Plants provide all the nutrients that you need. So when you go shopping, put veggies, fruits, all the different kinds of nuts and seeds in your shopping cart, because peace begins on your plate. So open up your heart. You guys got this. You can do it. All right, let's see what we have. Get these in order. Oh, my cards are out of order. Hold on, this one. All right. This one. Okay, put this over here. All right, next one is going to be random vegan fact number 20. You guys have a look at this. I'm going to pick somebody to read this card in a second. Everybody read this quietly to yourselves, and I'll pick somebody to read it as soon as I'm finished with this super chat. This is a super chat by somebody whose name is LOL, I just farted. Why did you pick that account name? Do you think it is funny when you fart? Do you think it's funny when your girlfriend, brother, sister farts? Is it funny? You know, having a good sense of humor is a good thing. Thank you, by the way, for the galaxy here. All right, the point of the last question is that the moral line you draw on others can be drawn right back upon you for eating vegetables. Well, my point, yeah, that's exactly my point, is you didn't listen. No, it cannot be drawn back. Because the point of being vegan is that we strive to do better and we actually do better. Whereas you don't strive, you don't give a shit, and you're not doing better. Vegans are not perfect, but we make the world a far better place because 3 times a day we don't put corpses in our bodies. We try as hard as possible to not get any of the products in the store that hurt animals. And the more vegans there are, the less people will buy the meat on the shelves, which means the farmers and the bad people will stop putting it on the shelves. And every grocery store will eventually be vegan only. It's quite simple. It's called supply and demand. All right, let's keep going. Who wants to come in and say hi? Okay, hold on. Let me read you again. Again, thank you very much for subscribing, guys. Let me read your comments again. All right, so somebody just wrote, oh, Flair, thanks for joining. Thank you, guys. Okay, now's the time, actually. I forgot to tell you guys this. All right, we're going to tap 100 times each. We're up to 41.9 thousand. We're going to tap on the screen 100 times, guys. And let's see how fast it takes. How fast do you think it's going to take for this number, 42,000? This is for TikTok. YouTube, yours is something different. Okay, but I haven't forgotten about you. I love you too. Guys on TikTok, we're up to 43,000. Look at the number. When you guys tap fast, do you see it? Hold on. Let me just move this over. I'll have to change the screen. You see it right there? Okay, when you start tapping, you tap as fast as you can and don't stop. And you're going to see the red line move. You're going to see your own red line. That's yours. And when you stop, write down the number that you see. Write down in the comments later, okay? The most I ever got was, I think, 512 yesterday. I was just tapping till I got too tired and I stopped. So try that and put it down. We have another super chat here. This is from somebody in Canada who donated $27.99. About half of which goes to YouTube. But so thank you, though. That's so sweet of you. What does it say here? Guess what? I just ate tofu. It's really good. You should try it. Of course, I've tried tofu lots of times. That's so great that you wrote this. That's amazing. Did you Google the recipes up here? Yeah? That's awesome. Yeah, because every time that you are here and you are when the live is finished, that's what you can do. You can go up here to top of YouTube, top of TikTok, and you write in healthy vegan recipes, delicious vegan recipes. You remember I told you that you have more power in your hands than God does? You have more power in your hands than God does. Just by what you do with your fingertips, when you go and Google healthy vegan recipes, you will be making the world a better place. You are showing all of these beautiful creators who make these recipes that you believe in their work, that you are wanting to promote their work. And every time that you make these vegan recipes, chopping up the tofu, putting it in the air fryer, or chopping it up and making or frying it up in different slices, you're marinating it. This is such a great thing. So thank you so much for this beautiful super chat. Guys, listen to this. This person paid $27.99 and they were not vegan phobic at all. So vegan phobic is when people are mean. This person was vegantastic. You can also say vegan fantastic. Those are both words that I invented. Which one do you prefer? Vegan phobic is one, right? That's 4 syllables. So what would be the opposite of it? This is not a good word, obviously. So I had said initially vegan fantastic because it also has like the PH in there. But then I decided I was going to shrink it. So it's like vegan phobic or the opposite, which is awesome, vegantastic. You guys can be vegantastic. Or you can call yourselves vegan fantastic, either one. It means that you are on your way to being vegan. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's pick somebody to read this card. Wow, we're up to 78,000. Holy, what? That's amazing, guys. Good work. Keep on tapping. And every time you tap 100, let everybody know. Thanks, everybody, also for subscribing. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find you guys. Where are you guys? Here you are. All right, we have somebody whose name is Snake.
Hello.
Hi, Snake. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Miss Katie. What's your actual name?
Bryce.
Hi, Bryce. Would you like to read a card and help to teach the class and make the world a better place?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. By the way, I'm here in Canada, and it is 5:45 in the morning. Where are you in the world?
Louisiana.
Are you in the same time zone as me? What time?
No, it is 4:45 a.m.
Okay. Have you slept?
Pretty late.
Have you slept?
No, I'm a streamer myself, so I've just been grinding through the night. So.
Oh, okay. Are you on Discord or?
This is my TikTok account. I stream usually all day. I just gotta grind. I'll be at college next month, so I'm just trying to make a lot of money.
Okay. Oh, so you're on it to make money. You're not on it to make the world a better place.
Oh, both.
Both, okay. What's your main thing that you talk about on your account?
Just talk my stream. We have a good time. Nothing much. Just anything people want to talk about. You know.
Do you let people come in to talk as well?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll come to your stream sometime and we'll talk about veganism. Would you be kind if I did that?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so here's your card to read.
When pigs and cows are raised to be eaten by cruel people, it's also bad for the planet. Why? Because huge amounts of water are used to grow the plants that the animals eat, and to clean the piss and shit out of the massive factory, prison, farms where these animals suffer.
Right. Okay, so what do you think about what you just read?
Said huge amounts of water are used.
Yeah.
And it's just, we need to be saving that water for...
Yeah, we could be saving the water. We could make the world a better place for all of us on the planet, the animals, everyone. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm starting to reorganize my things here because when I put my elbows on the cards, they get stuck. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to start over. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I'll stop fiddling in 1 sec. I always tell everybody else not to fiddle, so I can't be breaking my own rule, because that would make me a hypocrite, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. Okay, what's up?
So, 10 years ago, when you decided to be vegan,
Yeah.
like, what hit you and was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm vegan now?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. So yeah, I've been vegan for 10 years. And what happens is it happens kind of gradually. You know, we're all in this cult called carnism. We're all brainwashed. There's advertisement everywhere to eat animals, eggs, everything. When's the last time you saw an ad to ask you to eat broccoli or buy broccoli? Never. When's the last time you saw an advertisement that said, hey, buy some cherries, buy some oranges, buy some potatoes? We just don't see ads like that. So we're totally brainwashed to buy this junk food. And, I started becoming aware of that. And just like everybody else, I was like doing this thing like bargaining in my head. Well, I'll just have, free range eggs, making all these stupid excuses. And then vegans told me, like, what do you mean? How is there a right way to steal a chicken's egg? Like, it's just wrong. They belong to the chickens.
I know, we don't steal that. We don't eat that. We don't condone that.
Yeah, we don't have to hurt animals at all. And so I just gradually started one day to do what everybody else does. That's why I say it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. Have you ever heard me say that?
Yeah, we almost at 100,000 likes. 100,000.
Where, here?
Yes, you're at 93,000. Oh my gosh.
So should we try to get that up? How long do you think it would take if you and I cheered them on to get that up?
I think if we count down, we should do a countdown from 15 and they might be at it.
Oh, a countdown. I should
A
talk to you. That's interesting. You have a good idea there. Okay, let's do a countdown. See what happens.
I like countdowns.
I never thought of that. Okay, guys, we're going to do a countdown. All right, so we're going to count down from 15 and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, ready?
They're already at it. They're already at it, though.
They're already at. They just listened to you without even the countdown. All right. Way to go, buddy. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Oh, they like you. You see, they like you.
Yeah.
All right. So is there anything else you'd like to say to make this world a better place? Would you like to encourage people to strive to be vegan?
So I'll be honest, myself, I'm not vegan, but I have nothing against vegan people. They're amazing. If you want to go vegan, you definitely should. And
okay, hold on a second. All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
I got to nail you now.
Oh.
Come on, dude. It's so weird what you just said, okay? You said, I got nothing against vegans. That's like me saying, I've got nothing against people who decide not to be racist. But what you're saying is that you yourself, okay? You don't mind that we're not racist, but you're going to be racist to the animals. Because that's what you're doing.
I could see what you're saying.
Great.
Okay.
So why are you racist to the animals? You don't have to be. You can be kind. You could be vegan.
Okay.
You can choose to not eat cats and also not eat cows.
Okay. Okay.
So why do you do it? Let me help you. Tell me the honest truth. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's the taste, right? It's
So
always
I guess because none of my family and anyone I know, I guess, is vegan. So I've kind of just been brought up in that mindset of, well, not a mindset, but
yeah,
a family trait. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you're in a cult. You're in a cult called
Oh,
carnism. The cult is called carnism, and you're deep in it. But here's the thing: when you, let's say you're with, let's say you're, wait, how old are you?
18.
Okay, so let's say you're in a group of friends, right? And they all decide, you know what, guys, let's go and hurt that woman. It's dark at night. Let's go walk behind her and scare the fuck out of her, right? All your friends are doing this bad thing. Are you going to be like, yeah? Or are you going to be like, fuck that, guys? What the fuck?
No, I'm never like that.
Who?
No, I'm not like that at all.
Okay, what's the difference? Your family is hurting the animals, exploiting them, paying for their rape, their torture, their murder, the kidnapping of these innocent babies. So if you know that this is going on and you know it's bad, why not be brave? Because I don't actually believe you. I think that if all of your friends did a terrible thing to a woman, if they all did a bad thing to a woman, you would probably go along with it. Because look at your track record. Your family is doing this bad thing. So why should I believe you?
Okay, you got a good point. You got a good point.
So I want you to tell me right now that you are going to strive to be as vegan as possible. I'm not even going to tell you to be vegan today, okay? But I'm asking you, Snake, the next time that I talk to you, I want you to give me something. I want you to say, okay, Miss Katie, here's what I've done this week. Right? I want you to be brave.
Yeah,
I want
I
you
can
to
do
be.
that. I can do that.
Listen, I want you to be a good man. All right? I want to come on your live streams and tell everybody what a great guy you are. But I can't do that right now because you're still an asshole. Not I.
No, I know. Come on.
You know what I'm saying. Listen, I thank you so much for coming here. Okay, but literally, you can't consider yourself a good person. It's just a fact if you're hurting animals. Okay, you're exploiting the female body. You are paying people to pin down cows, mother cows, to sexually assault them, to rape them, to steal their babies. And the good people, good guys don't do that. All right? So I want you to come back again. Come back tomorrow if you want. You know, now I know who you are. I know that you're polite, at least. You know, and you had the countdown idea. Thanks for that. You know, I love learning new stuff. And this is the card that I want you to take a screenshot of. I want you to show this to your family. Okay, take a screenshot of this and show it to your family and tell them, guys, I don't want to pay for this anymore. I don't want to be a bad guy. Okay? And think about it. And also watch the documentary called Earthlings. Watch it with your family. You can remember it. I'm telling you that one because it's easy. You think about the earth, and we are earthlings on the planet. Okay, all of us. Thanks for being here. Okay. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for the chicken on my shoulder. Thank you for the chicken on my head. That is something that I love. Whereas a cowboy head, when you guys put the cowboy hats up there, that is something that I dread. But the chicken on my shoulder, yes. All right, guys, what is happening? Somebody wrote, Miss Katie, my friend joined. Joined what? Emma, what did your friend join? What else do we have here? Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding us. We love that. When you guys put the elephant decoration, it reminds us that elephants get protein from plants. 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 That's how they grow so big. Hey, Sophie. Sophie put a heart right here, guys. Wasn't that nice? Did you see it? A pink heart on the screen. Did you guys feel the love? Oh, here comes the chicken. Thank you for the chicken on my shoulder. Thank you for the chicken on my head. That is something I'll never dread. Thank you for the chicken on my shoulder. Guys, let's go over here. And, oh, you know what? Whoa, we just had 164 people subscribe. That is awesome. And 117,000 likes. Most of it because of that guy, that snake guy. Yeah, he was kind of nice. I like talking to him. I really wish that he would become vegan, you know? I really hope he does. Hey, thank you for that. All right, guys, we're going to take a moment now to listen to a song, okay? It's called Be Vegan, Not Violent. It's not long, but we're going to take some breaths. This is a reminder to you guys that you should take some time in your day always to pause and to say to yourself, I want to have empathy. I want to be a good person. That's who I want to be. Right? So let's listen to this song. Okay? Be vegan and not violent. Take some breaths. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. When you breathe, your abdomen should go out your tummy. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. When you take a breath in, your diaphragm should go down, and which brings your abdomen out. Take a breath. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. There you go, guys. Be vegan, not violent. Thanks for coming in. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. Let's see where everybody is from. If you want to share that, that's also always fun. Okay, I'm gonna literally I'm gonna be reading the screen now because I want to know where everybody's from. I find it fascinating. But don't just write where you're from. Write also. Oh, I just realized my husband came in and gave me a coffee. Thanks, honey. What a little coffee here without me even really realizing. I'm so into you guys paying attention. Look at that. Look at this little pig cup I have. By the way, guys, you can get cups like this at secondhand stores. They're perfect for buying little things that have animals on them. You can keep them at your house, and they're a way to remind people not to eat pigs. Don't eat bacon. Don't eat sausage or ham. Look at this little pig. Who could stab a pig? It's awful. It's so terrible. You know, I know you guys don't really want to hurt animals. Not really. Okay, we're going to help you. Okay, where are y'all from? Hold on. Oh, shoot. I said I was going to look and then I blabbed again. Okay, what does this say? Where is you? Somebody says that I'm cute. Oh, thanks. Oh, not me. This. Yes. Okay. I know. I'm not very cute. I got this big ass nose. Big ass nose. Why did I say that? I have a big nose. I have tiny eyes. I'm just definitely not your typical cute person. I get it. That's okay. You know, we got to live with what we have. That's it. But yeah, this is really cute. I agree. Yeah, cute little piggy. That's right, guys. Thank you for spamming all the fruits and vegetables. Thank you. Somebody says they're proudly vegan. Okay, I'm proudly vegan and vegans love you. Aw, you vegans love me. Thank you. All right, Chris just wrote, what's your favorite food? And put a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables here. Chris, I'm gonna pin your message, okay? Boink. I just pinned your message, Chris, because I want everybody else to see this. This is really beautiful. Thank you for spamming all these fruits, vegetables, and nuts and seeds. Very cute. Okay, somebody says hold on. Somebody says Jesus is coming back. Guys. No. Okay, you're from the Philippines. Jesus is not coming back. Guys, this is an illusion that you guys tell yourselves. Okay, Jesus is dead. They murdered him. He's not coming back. People do not come back from being dead. Okay, don't be silly. All right, what do we have? Oh, thank you for the fruits and vegetables. Yes, Isla, beautiful. Oh, shoot, Isla, hold on. I'm trying to pin your comment. Hold on. Isla, where do we have it? Here. Nice. I approve of your comment, Isla. That's right. And Evie, yes, I like your comment too. Evie, all these new beautiful little pigs. So cute, guys. Thank you for Those little cute little pigs. That's nice. What else are you guys writing? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the little rose. Thank you for subscribing. You're from Canada. Nice. Me too. I live in Canada. Sometimes Canada and sometimes Italy. You are from the Philippines. Nice. Somebody else here is from Australia. Tell us the time though, guys, to help now. Where's everybody from here? Let me see. Thank you for pinning my comment, says Chris. Chris, you're welcome. Chris, you know you can even put more fruits and vegetables in that, right? YouTube lets you put 200 characters. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's so cool. Guys, as many fruits and vegetables as you put on the screen is awesome. The trolls just put a whole bunch. Beautiful, guys. Somebody says, follow me. Okay, why would I follow you? I don't know if you're mean. You're saying you want to get 100 followers. I follow people who are vegan. I follow people who are not afraid to show their face and do vegan videos. Other than that, I don't follow people. I only follow people who are kind and trying to protect the animals. Thank you, Lisa, for the beautiful stars here. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, Kelsey, for the decorations. And we got Sophie put 60 little roses. Sophie, I love you for that. I really do. That's very kind of you. Somebody's here from Guyana. We've got people from Africa here. Whoa. All over the world, guys. Any other places? Let me see. Oh, I got a little frog on a bicycle. No, is that a dinosaur? I don't know. Decorations are cute, guys. Somebody says, I respect you. Even I'm vegan. Okay, you respect me? You're Christian? Okay. Well, why wouldn't you? You know, you could see that I'm doing good work here. Lisa, you have 3,000 points. Lisa got to the top. She has 3,000 points because she put all these cool decorations in here.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for the 3,000 points. Hold on before you say something. You know you have to read a card, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready to do that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, wait, we already read this one. Hold on, I got to get an order here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
speciesism. That's the first word. I'm just saying it because sometimes people have a hard time reading it. Can you say?
Yeah, I understand.
Can you say speciesism?
Speciesism.
What is that? What? Somebody put a bunny on my head. Thank you for the bunny costume. Thank you for all the hearts, guys. There you go.
Speciesism.
Okay, let's try again. Speciesism.
Speciesism.
Okay, another way, sometimes people say speciesism. I don't like to say that. Speciesism. I don't know. I don't see a she in there. But anyway, I say speciesism. Some people say tomato. Some people say tomato. It's all the same. Which one do you prefer? Species? Okay, species. Try saying it. Ism.
Speciesism.
Ism. Yeah. So,
Speciesism.
no, watch. Species.
Speciesism.
Ism.
Speciesism.
Ism. You got it. Okay.
Speciesism is the first form of racism that is taught to us as children. We are taught.
Yeah.
to pet cats and dogs, but to bite into pigs and cows. If we're against racism, we should be morally consistent.
Consistent? Do you know
Consistent?
what consistent means?
Yeah, to be like regular, like on a basis.
Yeah, morally consistent. Morally consistent means always to be nice. Thanks for the tomato.
Morally consistent and be vegan.
Good. Okay. All right, so good. So speciesism is the first form of racism that's taught to children. We're taught to pet cats and dogs, but to bite into pigs and cows. That's silly. That's so mean, right?
Yeah, silly.
So if we're against racism, we should be morally consistent and be vegan. It's as simple as that. All right, great. So what do you want to say?
My one question, I have a couple questions. Would you be wrong if you are a vegan, but say someone like puts eggs, like say you use eggs, crust like eggshells in your garden? Is that wrong as a vegan?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, here's the thing, okay? Vegans don't exploit animals. We just don't use them. We don't steal their body parts. So how would a vegan get eggshells?
By like getting it from like a friend, like, so you have a non-vegan friend, you could ask, hey, can I get your things because they're good for your garden, share plastic grow.
Right. Yeah, so I know what you're trying to get at, but I'm thinking to myself that if a friend is stealing from the animals, right? Friend has chickens, so they're stealing their eggs, and then I take the eggshells, that seems like I'm perpetuating that cycle. So what can happen
Yes.
is that sometimes people will adopt a chicken. You cannot buy a chicken, but let's say there's a chicken that's abandoned somewhere and you have that chicken there. And what you do is you leave the eggs. Wow, thanks for all the decorations, guys. You leave the eggs with the chicken. The chickens, because they also need nutrients because they've been bred to grow too fast, will sometimes, if the egg is unfertilized, will sometimes eat their own eggs to get the nutrients out of them. Now, if that egg shell is laying there on the ground anyway, I don't think it would be a bad thing to take the eggshell and put it in another area necessarily, because you're not stealing it, you're just sort of distributing it. But it's an interesting question, and I thank you for raising it. Though the truth is that vegans are just always trying to do the right thing, so we're weighing it out, and we just don't steal from animals.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. How about you? How can I help you to be vegan? What stage are you at?
I need more like recipes. I do like tofu and stuff like that. Like sushi, I like some of that stuff. Like,
well, hold on. Sushi is not vegan. It's made from fish.
Oh.
But there are vegan sushis. You can go here.
Yeah, I've had some of the vegan sushis before.
Okay, then that's okay. That's made with different things like rice. It might have avocado in there, all kinds of spices. So you can always just Google up here, like doing the search bar on you're on TikTok. So after, you can just go and type in there, delicious vegan recipes. And there's thousands, millions of videos actually of beautiful recipes. And you'll start subscribing to all of their accounts. And then when you open up TikTok, it'll be like one recipe after another after another. Eventually you'll start to salivate. You'll be like, oh my God, this looks so good. And then eventually you'll be starting to take notes. You'll be like, wait, what is that? And you'll like write down the ingredients. You'll pause the video. Okay, garlic, onion. Okay, fry this, or you'll save the videos. And that's how you'll be able to start to eat as a vegan in a more creative way. I personally eat very simply. Like, what do you eat for breakfast?
Usually I'll have some organic bacon, and that's usually it. And I'll probably have a
stop.
salad.
So stop. Okay. So bacon causes cancer. It is a processed meat that is linked to cancer.
Yes.
Nobody should be eating bacon, sausage, or ham or pepperoni.
No.
Never.
Guess what?
Okay, that's just for your own health. Now let's talk about the animal. Bacon is a 6-month-old baby pig.
Yeah.
Is it okay to kill babies?
No. Yeah, you're right.
So what you're going to do instead is you're going to have the same breakfast as me. You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what oats are?
Yeah.
So
I also know.
So oatmeal.
I love eating meat.
I know you do. You just told me that.
Eating meat.
I know, you just told me. I know that. Okay, we're talking about giving you a healthy breakfast instead of that. Okay, so what you do is you take oats, you put them in a bowl. You can put maybe 4 tablespoons of oats or 5 tablespoons of oats. You add some soy milk to that, and you just stick that in the microwave for a little while. So it's gonna sort of like cook the oats a bit. You can add to that chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds. Memorize these 3. These is what I eat for breakfast. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds. They have something that we all need called, it's a weird name, but we all need it, omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids. That's what we need to eat, okay? And they are in chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds, and walnuts. So I eat all 4 of those in the morning. Tablespoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of flax seeds, a tablespoon of hemp seeds, and a tablespoon of walnuts. Put that all together with some soy milk and some oats. Now you're thinking, well, want some fruit there too, right? Yes, of course you do. So now you're going to add some fruit to that. You're going to take a banana, you can cut it into little pieces, or you can just mash it up. I like to mash up my banana and mix it all in sometimes. That way every single spoon gets some sweetness. You can add an apple, chop your apple up. And if you really don't want to waste too much time, chopping things, you can sort of chop an apple into 4 pieces and chuck it in the blender, make some sort of applesauce and just stick that on. Mix it with your banana, maybe with your blueberries if you want. It depends how much of a crunch you want. Like my mother-in-law, she's 86. And when you're 86, sometimes your teeth hurt her and, so she likes more mushy things. So she mushes hers up, whereas we don't. So oatmeal, okay, tablespoons of oats. However big you are, I don't know how big you are, so I don't know how many calories you need. But let's say 4 tablespoons of oats and then 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, and walnuts. Got it? Now, you can also add a tablespoon of wheat germ. Like you can pump this up. You can really go all out. You add a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. You can add hazelnuts if you want. Like, I don't know if the point is that you should not be hungry. You should be eating a big, solid breakfast. Okay, you're going to feel so good. You can add some cinnamon to that. Or you can also add some vanilla flavoring if you want it to taste more like vanilla. Or you can actually add cocoa powder and make it taste like a chocolate breakfast. And cocoa is good as long as there's no milk in it. Okay? Okay. Guys, I want to thank you so much. If there's anything specific that you want to write here, now's the chance here over on YouTube. You can put in a super chat and it will freeze on the screen. Meanwhile, TikTok, thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for 206 of you guys who just subscribed. I'm going to go and read your names out loud. Hold on. Okay, let's see what we have. Thank you. How old am I, says somebody. I'm 61 years old. I'm a grandmother. I'm a teacher. I'm a nurse. I've been vegan for 10 years. All right, somebody says they want to debate me. What's to debate? There's nothing to debate. We're here to tell the facts, and I cannot make you a good person if you don't want to be. Being vegan means that you don't hurt animals. You don't steal from them. You do your best. That's it. There's nothing to debate. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, guys, I'm going to read your names. Hold on. Let me read your names real quick. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Smunkit Bana. Thank you for the 79-cent super chat. Smunkit Bana. That's a very interesting name. I've never heard that one before. I'm glad you came. And thank you for the super chat. I'll tell you what I think about that. I think it's really cool. All right, let's go to the next person. Yeah, if you guys want to put these super chats on, I don't always see the blue ones, I'll be honest, because they go really fast. Yellow sticks. If you want to put one that sticks and I'll read it, put it yellow. But don't write anything mean. You can ask a question if you want to, but don't write anything mean. Okay, we don't need you here. If you're mean, you can just leave. Go somewhere else and be mean. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have, thank you for being here. Thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, all the people who are subscribing right now. Okay, Bruce. Rowley, thanks for being here. Dinah, thanks for joining. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you to Bart. Thank you to Cassandra. Thank you, David. Thank you, Elizabeth, for subscribing. Thank you, Fred. Thank you very much, Gregory. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Hi, Lainey. Thank you, Harry. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Galaxy. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Hala, for sharing the live. Right on. Awesome. Let me see. Thank you, Kale. Somebody's name is Kale, like named after the vegetable. If I could name my kids again, that's what I'd name them. I'd name them Kale. I'd name them Tofu. What else would I name my kids if I could do it over again? Kale, tofu, and broccoli. Broccoli, time for dinner. Why don't we name our kids after foods? We should. All of us vegans, we should do that. Because, you know, people name their kids like Daisy or, oh, thank you for this. Thank you so much. That is so nice. Thank you very, very much for the beautiful dinosaur who's eating plants. Wait, not dinosaur. That was a giraffe. Thank you for the giraffe. Giraffes eat plants. That's how they get so tall. Giraffes are vegan. You should be vegan too, one and all. What do we have? Thank you very much for subscribe. Thanks, you subscribed. Okay, I'm sorry, sweetie. I know you subscribed, and it's just that the names are going so fast. I can't read them all, okay? But I do appreciate you guys. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to get somebody in now again, okay? Hold on. Guys, why would this not move over? Oh, no. Oh, there. Okay, I got it. Sometimes I'm going like this, and for some reason my screen is not doing what I want it to do. We got somebody whose name is Just Tell here. Wants to come in. I hope I'm saying your name right.
Oh, hi.
Hi, welcome to our class here. Are you ready to read a card and teach?
I was wondering, like...
Hold on, 1 second. 1 second, sweetheart. 1 second, okay? First of all, I can't hear you very well, so you're going to have to go really close to your phone, okay?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay, and don't touch your phone because we don't want to hear all the swishy sounds, okay? Now, before you come in, you have to read a card, okay? It's just the rule. I'll give you an easy one to read if you want, okay? All right, this is the one that talks about us and what vegans, we don't steal from animals, okay? Read this.
Vegans don't steal from animals, not their milk, not their eggs, not their fur, not their feathers, not their wool, not their skin, not their honey, not their babies, not their freedom, not their lives.
All right, good. Now let me see how many of those you remember. What do vegans not steal from animals? What do they not steal?
Their babies.
Good, we don't steal their babies, that's right. But if people drink milk, they are stealing. They're paying somebody to steal the baby cows to kill them than to steal the milk. So if that means vegans don't drink cow's milk because we don't want to steal the babies. All right, we don't steal their babies. Have another look, and then I'm going to ask you some more and see what you remember. All right, go. What else do you remember?
We don't steal their lives.
That's right. We don't steal their lives. We don't pay people to kill them. Good. Hey, just wait 1 sec. I saw a super chat go by. Here it is. I had to scroll back. From Tara. Thank you for the $1.99. And Tara writes, eating plants.
I just want to talk about something.
Yeah, hold on. I will. Just one sec, okay? I'm really sorry because I'm on a YouTube channel over here. If I don't address the comment, it leaves, okay? So I have somebody named Tara here who says that she is vegan now and she is so thankful that I'm here to teach her. Well, thank you so much, Tara. That is very nice of you. Thank you so much for being vegan and for helping the animals. All right. So, yes, you wanted to ask me something?
Okay, so, like, what if when I'm older, I become vegan and we could make a deal? If you don't talk about, like, racism and Christianity and stuff like that, I'll be vegan.
Okay, so thank you very much for your comment there. But you're really mixed up, okay? So you don't want me to talk about racism. I will always talk about how racism is wrong. It's wrong to be racist towards people, and it's wrong to be racist towards the animals. You also said to me that you will be vegan if I don't talk about Christians. Of course I will talk about Christians, because in the Bible it says, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. You know what that means? Be vegan at every meal. Okay, so I will always talk about racism and how it's wrong. I will always remind Christians that they should be vegan. Thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Thank you. YouTube, in case you don't know what we're talking about, on TikTok, on my TikTok, I'm live streaming on 2 places here. I have 2 phones in front of me. Over on TikTok, they put these decorations on the screen, and they just had a puppy with like a cartoon type puppy with farts coming out of his or her bum. So yeah, thank you though for coming in. And no, wait a second. I have one more thing to say to you, okay? You really don't understand veganism because you're trying to make a deal with me. You're like, Miss Katie, if you don't do this, I'll be vegan. You see, it has nothing to do with whether you like me or not. It has nothing to do with our relationship. It has to do with you being a good person. All good people are striving to be vegan. That means they are striving not to hurt animals. You cannot be a good person or call yourself a good person if you are hurting animals on purpose. Now, if you're doing your best to work towards being 100% vegan, then that means you're good. You're really trying, right? And I appreciate that. So thank you so much for being here. And I hope you learned something today, because it takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. It does. It takes 100 light bulb moments in your head. And everybody here, I'm very proud of you for being here. You're all learning how to be vegan. It takes 100 clicks and you're on your way. Listen to this.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your head. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your heart.
Jump up and down.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be smart enough to grow.
You can do it.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Here are the first steps of your 100-click plan. Google vegan athletes and vegan recipes. You will learn that plants provide all the protein your body needs. Okay, so now that you know you can be 100% healthy as a vegan,
Stretch.
it's time to watch the important documentaries. Because otherwise, without this vital information, you'll never fully understand.
Listen to them.
Your success as a vegan depends on you watching these. So here they are. Repeat after me. Earthlings.
Earthlings.
Dominion movement. Dominion movement. What the hell?
What the hell?
The game changers. The game changers. Cowspiracy. Cowspiracy. Seaspiracy. Seaspiracy. Christspiracy. Christspiracy. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your head.
Get it in your
It
head.
takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your heart.
You're on your
It
way.
takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be smart enough
You're smart.
to grow.
You can grow. You can
It
do
takes
it.
100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo. Alright, so let's go over what we've learned. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Plants have protein. You're going to be completely healthy. You just gotta eat properly. Being vegan is gonna help you. It's gonna help the planet.
Yes.
And you're gonna be saving 100 animals per year.
You
It takes
will.
100
Woo.
clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your head.
Bounce.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your heart.
You can do
It
it.
takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be smart enough to grow.
Don't eat them.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo.
There you go. You can do it. Look at this little chick. Guys, let's tap on the screen 100 times over here on TikTok. Let's say we're sorry to the chickens. We never wanted to hurt them. Look at this little chicken. Look, really, really look, okay? Look at the chicken's eye. Look at this little chicken's eye. Poor chickens, you know, when they put them on these trucks, it's the first time they ever see the sky. They're trapped in Holocaust-like conditions for their whole lives. And they breed chickens so fast, they grow so fast, that they can't even support their own weight. Look at this little sweetheart. Fell over and can't get up. Dying here, can't get to the food, can't get to the water. This is horrible what we do to these poor chickens. They are bred to grow so fast that they're just babies, but they're like pumped through full of food because they are bred that way. Back in the olden days, it was very different. You know the chickens, I'm gonna try and find this. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna find the card. Because that's a long story. I made a mistake. See, I put this one on, but it's backwards for you guys, so I made a mistake. So hold on, I gotta try to find, I have another card here. Don't worry, I got it. Somewhere. Here. Okay, look. This one I did properly. So it's that way for me and it's this way for you guys, okay? So mean people breed chickens to grow too big. This hurts their muscles and bones. See, this is a chicken from 1957. That's what a normal chicken looked like. Now, because they've been bred so much here in 2026, look how big this chicken is. They're only 6 weeks old when they're killed. Now imagine if we bred babies to be that way, so that they would just grow so fast, but they could never learn to stand up or walk properly because they're just so heavy. This is abusive and it's wrong because we never need to eat chickens. So from now on, you can be vegan. Yes, you can. Look, it says here, chickens are killed as babies at only 56 days. Right? So don't buy chickens. Animals are not property. In the same way that you wouldn't buy a person. You're not going to buy and sell people. That's called slavery. That was wrong. We all know it. So we don't buy animals anymore either. We make this world a better place that way. That's right. You guys can do it. I'm so proud of you guys for being here. Guys, do you know how proud I am of you for you just to be here and learn? You know, you really are smart. You are smart, okay? Every single person who landed here right now, you're scrolling, right? The reason you stopped is because you are smart and you are curious. Never change. Never stop being curious. Never stop learning. And that's how you'll become vegan. Because every single person who actually really looks into veganism with an open mind and an open heart, they all end up at the same place. And you're all at the right place to start. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you guys. A whole bunch of you guys just subscribed. Let me read some of your names out loud, okay? Because I want to say thank you to you guys. Because you are being good people on this planet, and also you're helping me as a teacher because you are supporting my work here, which is really great. And by the way, everyone who's here, you can write things in the comments that are helpful. When I go to the live streams of other vegans, I write things like, eat plants. Plants have protein. I type that over and over. Some of you guys are spamming all delicious vegan foods. I do that too. You know, I just do what you can to help each other. Okay, let me read your names out loud if you just subscribed or if you reposted or if you shared. Okay, let me see. Okay, hey, we have somebody named Karen who just joined. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you for reposting, guys. Oh my God, guys, you have no idea how fast it's going. I can't read everyone, but I'll try, okay? We have Little Dark who just reposted. We have, Crystal, Nora, Nico, Alexandra, Epaulet, Hamish. We have Indy. Thanks for sharing the live stream. We have Nikki who posted all this beautiful vegan food. Thank you, Nikki. We've got Rin who's here. We got people putting little roses on the screen. Guys, what a great community you guys are. Such a big, happy vegan family. Guys, that's what we're building together. One big, happy vegan family. That's right. And I want you guys to know that I am starting to develop different systems. We're going to have poems that we're going to read together while we eat. We're going to bring food together. We are going to build a place where you won't feel so lonely. Because a lot of times people tell me that they're now vegan, but they feel lonely because they're the only person that they know in their neighborhood. But I'm here. I'm here. And what we can maybe do is once in a while, I'll make my meal and you guys make your meals. And we'll show up and we eat together. Okay, I might not ever see you in real life and you might never see me, but maybe you'll feel a little bit less lonely just knowing that you have somebody to eat with. You can try it. Yeah, we can try it. It can be something very simple. Okay, because community is important. You know, all the statistics tell us that it's important to be in community and to connect with people. And you know what? You guys can connect online with these chat robots, but it's not the same thing as being able to chat with me, a real person, you know, who can just really understand you. All right, so Leona, thanks for sharing the live. Thank you, Brayden. Thank you, Lani. Thank you, Janice. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing, Karen and Ray and Gorilla and Union of Fictional Countries. You want to sing. This person's account name is Union of Fictional Countries, and they're like, I want to sing. Guys, I thank you so much. But listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The live stream is actually over. Okay, I tried to go to 1 hour and we've already gone to 74 minutes, right? But don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay? But you don't want me to go? Okay, I could stay for a few more minutes, okay? If you have a last second super chat to put on the screen, something you're dying to write to me, put it on right now. Put it in yellow so it freezes on the screen and I won't miss it, okay? And you guys on TikTok, okay. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go to the next person. We have Sophie here, okay? Because I know some of you guys have been waiting a while. So I'll talk to a couple more of you guys. Thanks for reposting, guys. I see all the yellow circles over here on the right on TikTok. Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, you ready to read a card?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know the definition of veganism?
No.
Okay, so veganism is not a diet. Can you read this?
Veganism isn't a diet, it's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
Right, so when we exploit somebody, it means we use them. So you must have heard back in the day there were people who had slaves, human slaves, and that was wrong, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now what we have is we have all these animal slaves that we exploit because we use them, we use their bodies, we steal from them, we force them to be pregnant, and that's wrong. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Right. So veganism, if somebody says to you, is veganism a diet? You say no. No, it's not. It's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals. Okay?
But it is a diet?
No, it's not a diet. It's not a diet. It means we don't hurt animals. That's what it's about.
Oh, okay.
It means we don't steal from animals. Okay? So if I ask you, what is veganism? You say, veganism isn't a diet, Miss Katie. It's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals. Let's practice, okay? So I'll say to you, wait, what's your name? Sophie. Sophie, is veganism a diet? And you say,
No.
No, Miss Katie, it's a...
A justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
Very good. You did it. Good work. Excellent. Now you know. See, this is how you get your clicks. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. She's on her way. Had a bit of the giggles there at the end. That happens, you know. One time when I was 13, I had these religious relatives, this uncle, and he was saying prayers. And my cousin, she's also 13, and we were there, and for some reason we got the giggles. He was just giving a prayer, and we just thought we were not religious. We just thought, this is so silly. We started laughing. We couldn't stop it. Meanwhile, my mom's like kicking me under the table, like, stop laughing. And I'm just like, I couldn't help it. We're just like, so I get it. Sometimes we get the giggles. All right, next person. Thank you for coming in, guys. And thank you, everyone, for keeping on tapping on the screen. We're up to 160.7. That is great. 160.9. Keep tapping. Amazing people. And YouTube, thank you so much. You're asking me, I saw a question here. Do I support LGBTQ? I support people who don't hurt animals. Okay, if you ask me, do I support LGBTQ, I'll ask you, who? Who in the LGBTQ? Tell me a specific person. If I see them and they're saying, I'm so oppressed, and meanwhile, they're eating a chicken wing, I'll say, no, I don't support that person. I support people who are kind. I support people who don't hurt animals. I support people who don't pay people to cut the wings off of chickens because that's mean. We don't want to hurt chickens. We don't want to hurt anyone. We want to be kind to the animals, right? It's not okay to cut the head off of anyone. There's no right way to kill somebody who doesn't want to die. There's no right way to kill someone who doesn't want to die. No matter how hard you try, there's no right way to kill someone who doesn't want to die. I should write that song. I should play my ukulele or piano, put that into my normal run of songs. What do you guys think? It can go in sort of with this other batch, you know, right here, like Every Day's a New Day. Could go with that. Every day's a new day. To learn.
To discover
Your empathy.
every day's a new day to learn.
And to be vegan with me. Every day is a new day, guys. You got this. You can be kind to the animals. Let me see who's next. Somebody named V26. Guys, don't forget you're allowed to eat in class, okay? You can bring vegetables or fruits, just no meat, no dairy, no eggs. Hi, what's your real name?
Michael,
Hey, Michael, where are you in the world?
UK.
All right, cool. So I'm here in Canada and it is 6:30 in the morning. What time is it there in the United Kingdom?
11:35 in the morning.
In the morning?
Yeah.
11:35. Right, you're ahead of us. It's almost lunchtime, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for coming in. Are you ready to read a card?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me just go back here. We were doing a list of cards. Sometimes I have to judge a person's voice to see what kind of a card I give them, and it sounds like you're somebody who can read, and so I'll get you to read this card here. Excuses about
Convenience.
Okay.
Question 41. But won't it be hard for me to be vegan? Answer. Once you learn how to cook and shop for vegan food, it becomes easy and enjoyable, especially with so many vegan products available now.
I absolutely love your voice, and I figured out why. There's this vegan who did a video, it's about 5 minutes long, and he is narrating it, and his voice sounds exactly like yours, like kind of calm with that cute British accent. Do you want to read another card?
No.
Okay. You want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Well, I've got 3 things to say, really.
Okay.
1, your music was shit.
Okay. So
2,
why? Wait, 1 second. Let's deal with one at a time, okay? So you don't like my music, okay? What do you suggest I
No.
do? Do you want more like electric guitar in there? More kind of like what is that rap, that screamers type of song? Because I can invent any kind of song. What kind of song you want me to write that you're gonna like?
Preferably none.
But don't you like any songs?
I like songs, just not yours.
Right.
So,
but I'm gonna
don't make
learn.
music.
But listen. I'm gonna learn. You told me you don't like my songs, right? I'm gonna make it my personal journey to write a song that you like. So tell me what to do. What does it sound like? Screamer music, or do you like Bach and Beethoven and Mozart? Like, what kind of music do you like?
Oh, it's more or less your voice I don't like, so just don't make music.
Okay. So it's really the voice. It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying, right?
Right. My second point.
Okay. Oh, sorry
was-
about that. You know, I'm just born with that voice. So let me ask you a question, right? Like, let's say you were born ugly, right? Just like I have an ugly voice. Do you think it would be right for me to just walk up to you and just say you're ugly? Or do you think it's kind of mean?
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
But it's okay to say it just randomly?
No, if it's how you feel, it's how you feel.
Okay, you didn't answer the question. So you would walk up to a 5-year-old if you thought they were ugly and you just tell them that? Just like to be
Well,
mean
no,
on
'cause they're so
purpose?
grown.
Pardon?
You don't go up to a kid and say that, they're so grown.
Okay, but why is it okay to go up to an adult, a grandmother, me, 61, and to say your voice is ugly when there's nothing I can
But
do
you're
to change?
valuable.
There's nothing I can do to change it, right? So look, if you tell me that something about me that you don't like that I can change, okay, I can work on that, right?
I've
Anyway,
got that as well.
what's your second point? Go ahead.
Right. When you were dancing, I'd seen your outfit. You dressed like a GTA prostitute.
Okay,
No,
well, let's
just
talk
like-
about that. Let's talk about that. So I dress like a prostitute. Okay,
A
so
GTA prostitute, yeah.
a what kind?
Never mind. You dress like a prostitute.
A prostitute, okay. So look, I've seen many kinds of prostitutes in the streets. Sometimes they wear like those high boots, you know, the big black ones that go past their knees. All right, I don't see
Sit
them,
down,
mommy.
please,
So,
you're traumatizing us.
hold on a second. What is it about my outfit you don't like? Tell me. Tell me, I want
The
to know.
shorts, sit down.
The shorts?
Sit down.
What's wrong with the shorts? You don't like jean material?
No, it's how short they are.
How short? Okay, I've got other shorts. You want me to try and put on another pair right now just to
Just
please you?
sit down.
You want me to please you? You want me to get what kind of shorts should I have?
I do not
Longer?
want you
You
to
want?
please
Okay,
us.
hold on. No. You want me to wear jeans? Is that okay? Jeans
I want you to sit down.
all the way down? No, because you just told me you don't like my shorts, right? So I'm leaving the house later today. So let me dress exactly the way that's going to please you, because of course, you know, it's so important that women dress exactly the way that men want them to dress, right?
Right,
So
well,
I'm going to
them
do that.
shorts are way too
You want?
short.
Is it okay if I wear jeans that go down to the ground, or do I also have to
Yes.
wear a veil and cover my entire face?
Oh yeah, you could do that.
I
But
could.
The shorts is way too short.
The shorts are too short. Okay. Have you
They're
ever
way
seen?
too
Have you
short.
ever seen? When you go to the beach, right? Do you see women wearing bathing suits?
Well, yeah, but they're
Like, what do you tell them? Do you tell them to take off their bathing suits and put on long pants?
Well, no, so I was telling them to take the bathing suit off, then that's harassment.
Okay. Okay, but you just told me to take off my shorts.
Well, no, I didn't tell you to take your shorts off. I said they're too short.
Okay, but why are they too short? Like, what if you saw me on a beach in a bathing suit, would you tell me my bathing suit is too short?
I'd probably ask you to leave.
Okay, but would my bathing suit be too short? Is that what you go around on the beaches? You look at all the grandmothers who are 61 and you tell them that bathing suit is too short and you want them to like add material?
I don't go to a beach look at grandmothers.
Pardon?
I don't go to the beach look at grandparents.
Yeah, but grandparents are on the beach, so you can't help but look on them unless you're walking on the beach with a blinder on. So here's my message to you, okay? You're just being silly, right? What a person wears, it doesn't matter. What matters is what they do on this planet to be good people. Now, if you don't like my shorts, you know, I understand that. There's probably something in your wardrobe I don't like either. You probably have an ugly shirt, but you know, I wouldn't just tell you that randomly to hurt your feelings on purpose. These shorts are,
no,
you know what,
this
it's
is
really,
like
one sec, okay, listen. Right now, it is really, really hot here, okay?
Damn, yeah.
Right, it's hot. And so because it's hot, I want to wear something that is not gonna make me sweat. That's why I'm showing my arms, and that's why I'm showing. So you think this part of my legs is so offensive. If the shorts were here, would that be okay with you? Would that pass?
No.
No. Here, they have to be this long?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Unto here, okay, good. I'll take a note of that. Let me just write that down, hold on. What's your first name, by the way?
Dave.
Dave, okay. Let me just write this down, okay. Dave says my shorts need to be, okay, how much longer do you say? Like 6 inches, like about that much longer?
Yeah, like just above your knees.
Okay. Dave says my shorts need to be just above my knees in order to be appropriate for his liking?
Eyesight.
His eyesight, right. But here's another idea. You know, you could always just like take your eyes out.
Well, yeah, but that'll be a bit difficult. I don't really want to like get a spoon and cave my eyes out.
Okay, right. But you could wear a blinder. You could wear a blinder on your eyes so that when women dress inappropriately, it won't offend you. You could do that.
Yeah.
Because you know the religion, you know Muslims?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how they make the women cover their hair and sometimes cover their faces? Like I always thought to myself, if the men are offended by that, why don't the men just cover their eyes and let the women just wear what they want? Wouldn't that make more sense?
No.
No?
Right, my last point. I was wanting you to kill yourself because you're a dirty fucking nigger. And
Okay.
I want everyone to eat meat.
Okay, so you think I'm also, so you call me the N-word. So you actually thought kind of like me, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't say that, right? You just called me the N-word, naturally intelligent, gorgeous and generous, exemplary and radiant. Thank you for that. And I guess you want me to harm myself and end my life because you want me to go to heaven, right? And be happily ever after, up there with Jesus and God. You know, I might just do that. Imagine if I took your advice, right, and I found the highest balcony and I jumped. You'd be famous then. You would be, because you just told me to do that. You would be so famous. Everybody would track you down because, you know, TikTok has a way to do that. And imagine that, you would be famous. I wonder if they would arrest you for trying to encourage somebody to hurt themselves, to end their life. Because it's kind of a messed up thing to do. But here's the thing. I know that secretly you actually love me. Or you wouldn't have taken all that time to observe my entire body and taken so much time. The thing about you is that you love me. You just want to be more like me. You wish you could be vegan. You wish you could be strong like me. You wish you could be smart like me. But the truth is that you can, because being vegan is simply not stealing from anyone. Thank you very much for the decoration. Thank you very much for this beautiful, thank you to the person whose name is Russian. Thank you so much for these galaxies. I really appreciate you. So listen, I have a song for you to the person who was mean there, okay? Here's a song. Nobody hates vegans.
Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. The truth is, they so easily can.
You so easily can be exactly like a vegan. Nobody actually hates vegans. You just think that you do. You just don't want to hear that you have to stop hurting animals. You know, but you're a grown man. To the person who was just here, you're a grown man. You know, and grown men don't bully women. You just tried to tell me that you don't like what I'm wearing. And, you know, it's okay to a certain extent. You know, and maybe you're making some good points. Maybe my shorts are too short. But, you know, I'm kind of sitting at a desk and it's freaking July here, you know? And I don't see what difference it makes, because if you see people on the beach, they're wearing bathing suits. Like, what am I showing? Which part of me am I showing? You know? What's so bad? This part of my leg is offensive to you? Like, don't be silly. All right? You're just being ridiculous. Okay, let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. Guys, we're going to tap on the screen right now. And I just noticed a whole pile of you guys have just subscribed. And I really appreciate you for that. Thank you very much for being kind to me, everyone. Thank you very much for the decorations here. If you have something to say to me, last second over on my YouTube channel, put a super chat in. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Hold on. Let me read your names out loud. A bunch of you have been subscribing, and you're very kind. We have Kitty. Thank you for following, Kitty. Thank you to the person who has a swan decoration. Thanks for following. Thank you to Dave for following. Thank you to someone who just said I'm pretty. That's really kind of you. Nobody ever says that to me, but thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, hold on, guys. It's going so fast. Poppy, Mikey, to the Harry, thanks for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. To the person whose name is Union of Fictional Countries, thank you very, very much for being so kind to me here. That is very kind of you as well. Who else do we have? We have Hunter, thanks for being here. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh, so many names. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. We got Monica, we got Carrie Ann, we've got Fiona. Thank you, Judy, for subscribing. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, George. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, TJ, for subscribing to my account. Gosh, there's so many of you. Anybody here that I'm missing a message? Okay, somebody says, let's go vegan. Don't be violent. Yes, Vanilla, whatever. I'm going to pin your comment. There you go. Thank you. Exactly. Don't be violent. Be vegan. Let's go vegan. Don't be violent. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys put some nice comments, sometimes I like to make songs out of them. Oh, here's one. Here's a comment. This is from Johnny Las Vegas. Gave $4.99. Okay, guys, let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath, because, you know, sometimes when we're reading the comments, to take a deep breath, because sometimes they're just mean on purpose. Take a big breath, guys. Now, when you guys are doing your live streams, it's going to be the same thing. Every once in a while, somebody puts something. They actually pay money to be mean. But I'm going to read this comment with an open heart, an open mind. Let's dive in. It's on YouTube. Person writes, you can't be against killing animals, but then be pro-choice. Make it make sense. Okay, Johnny. Johnny is, I don't know who you're talking to in the comments over here, Johnny, but you say that we can't be against killing animals and be pro-choice. Pro-choice. Pro-choice about what? Which choice of what you buy in the grocery store? You want to choose cow's milk? No, you shouldn't choose cow's milk. You should choose vegan milk. You should choose vegan meat. You should choose the vegan options. So yes, when you are against killing animals, you have to be pro-choice to choose the right foods that you put on your plate. Now, if you're talking about babies, then here's the thing. That's not our topic here today. If you are against killing of babies, you should be vegan, because every time that you're not vegan, Johnny, you are paying people to kill babies in this dairy industry every time you drink cow's milk. Okay, so I want you to choose soy milk. I want you to choose oat milk. Choose kindness. Choose compassion, Johnny. Make it make sense, Johnny. Why are you still hurting animals? You don't need to. Okay? I know you don't think it's okay to pin down females and have your way with them. If you are against hurting the female body, exploiting the female body, you have to be vegan. All women watching, you should absolutely be vegan. If you're against rape, if you're against kidnapping, if you wouldn't want anyone to pin you down, force you to be pregnant, steal your baby, be vegan. If you don't want somebody to pin you down after you've had a baby and you have milk in your breast, and just somebody's gonna pin you down and steal your milk, that's so fucked up. Yet everyone does this to cows. That's not okay. We have to be vegan. Okay, you guys all know that. All right, let's see who else is here. We have somebody here. We have somebody whose name, we've got Russian, who has 5,000 points. So that means that this person decorated the screen a lot. So let's let this person come in and talk.
Yo.
Welcome to class. Are you ready to read a card?
Why?
1 second, are you ready to read a card? Because you have to read a card to be able to talk to me, okay? It's like a door. It's like a door, okay? It's okay? We have a deal? After that, you can talk, okay? You know I'm going to talk to you as long as you're polite, okay?
Sure.
All right, so here's the card. Here you go.
Every time you buy meat, eggs, or milk, you're telling farmers to breed and kill more animals. Saying the animal was already dead doesn't change the fact that your money still pays for the next ones to suffer.
Okay. All right, so do you understand what you just read?
Uh-huh.
Right, so every time that you pay somebody for some food, you're paying that person food like meat, some dairy, or you're paying somebody to kill an animal. All right. Okay. So do you think it's okay to kill the innocent?
Genuinely, if for example, cats, they eat birds, but birds are meat. Like every single living species are meat, so it's generally okay because.
Okay, hold on a second. What about giraffes? Giraffes don't eat animals. Elephants don't eat animals. Cows don't eat animals. Pigs don't eat animals. Rabbits don't eat animals. What about them?
But they're for example.
No, wait a second.
For example,
No. We're not an example. No, not an example. I gave you examples, right? So they don't hurt animals. They don't eat them. And we don't have to hurt animals. Therefore, yes, one moment, please hold on a second. Please let me finish, and then you're gonna answer what I'm saying, okay? If we don't need to hurt animals, which we don't, because I haven't eaten animals in 10 years, we don't have to, then don't you feel you have a duty to be kind?
But for example,
yes or no? Do you have you didn't answer. You didn't answer. Do you have a duty to be kind to animals and not hurt them, since you don't have to hurt them?
No, because you don't have to hurt animals to get the food. People, when they were just made, when the people were just made, how did they get food exactly from hunting?
Wait a second. We're not going to go off on a big thing and then not let me respond, okay?
It's called nature.
No, listen to me. Okay, nature is just a fallacy. There's lots of things that happen in nature that are wrong. It doesn't make it right.
Yeah, which is eating animals, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, eating animals.
Eating sheep is good.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just gonna have to flush you if you don't be quiet, okay? Because you're not answering my questions. I understand. I'm listening to you. You think it's okay to hurt animals, okay? But do you realize that you're also an animal? Is it okay for me to hurt you and eat you?
Friendly fire type shit.
Is it okay for me to grab you, hang you upside down, and saw off your neck and allow you to bleed to death? Is that okay?
But that's not how.
Yes or no? Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes
No.
or no? Okay, I can't speak to you. Okay, because you're in a combative mode where you're not actually having a conversation with me. Because I'm trying to actually understand you, to really understand how you feel, what you're thinking, but you're just going on, you're mentioning all these different animals, and you're just saying a bunch of stuff and not answering. See, I thank you for trying to come in here. I thank you for reading the comment, okay, the card rather. But next time that you come back, I want you to just slow down and actually help me to understand how your brain is working. That's it. I'm just on a fact-finding mission to understand what you think. And I can't understand that. Because I said to you that you're an animal just like me, and you pay people to murder animals, cut their heads off, let them bleed to death, chickens, cows, pigs, all these animals you pay people to hurt. So I wanted to understand, because you said it's okay to hurt animals. That's what you think. So you are also an animal, and so am I. So I asked you, do you think it's okay if I did that to you? And your response was something like friendly fire, which is not an answer. Okay, the answer is yes or no. If you think it's okay and you honestly believe that whoever has the weapons, whoever is the strongest, can beat the shit out of the weaker one or murder them, then we have a different subject to talk about. Because that would mean that you think it's okay to abuse women because of a pleasure that you would get out of that. See, right now you think it's okay to hurt animals because it helps, because you want taste pleasure to eat them. But if you are hurting a woman because it gives your penis some pleasure, that's fucked up. Just like it's not okay to eat animals because it gives you pleasure on your tongue. You need to control yourself, dude. You need to understand that it is never okay to bully the innocent. It's never okay to hurt little kindergarten kids. It's never okay to hurt animals. It's never okay to hurt women. It's never okay to grab fish out of the water and let them suffer and die a slow, painful death. None of that is okay. And it's all connected. Unfortunately, you sound like you're somebody who's racist towards the animals. And that's too bad. And I hope you change. Thank you to everybody else who's getting your clicks, though. I noticed again a whole bunch of you guys just subscribe to the channel. Let me see if there's any more super chats or any more comments I should put on the screen here. Thank you for saying that you're vegan. Thank you so much, Nico. Thank you for saying you're vegan, Samantha. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, let me read your names out loud if you're just subscribing. And if you're just subscribing, also, guys, make sure that you write down in the comments where you're from. Or if you have a specific question, I might be able to see your question. Where are you from in the world? What time is it? Because it's interesting. Here we're trying to remind everybody that none of us are the center of the universe. We're not the center of the world. We're all in different time zones. For example, here, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Here, I'm in Canada. So the sun is out, it's beautiful, it's a sunny day. You know, write down where you guys are from. Somebody's from Hungary. Somebody's from America. Which America? You see, you did another thing. When you say you're from America, you're forgetting that there's North America and South America. All right, let's see what else you guys are writing here. For you, okay, you're from Australia. Somebody says it's 5 in the morning, says Mandy. But Mandy, you didn't tell us where you are. Okay, it's kind of interesting to us because way over in Australia, which is like the other side of the world from me, I have a friend, her name is Patricia. She's in Australia and she's 14 hours ahead of me in the time. This is hard for us to talk on the phone, but we manage. England, very good. Belgium, you guys are all over the place. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Let me see if there's another person here. All right, we have somebody whose name is I'm the Real Vegan. What's your account called? I'm the Real Vegan King, says someone, but they only have 6 followers. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to let this person in because, first of all, they only have 6 followers, so it sounds like a fake account. And also, the person is calling themselves a king. It seems a bit strange to call yourself a king. Person's like, I'm the Real Vegan King. And then they just have, like, there's no attempt to write anything else. So I think I'm going to skip over you. I'm not going to let you in. The next person's name is Bharat. Now, Bharat has a similar account. Only 6 followers. Bharat, your account does not talk about you being vegan in any way. It doesn't say protect animals. It doesn't say it takes 100 clicks until you're a vegan. Right? So I'm going to need your account to say something that's a little bit kinder. We have somebody here whose name is Raspberry. Again, this person, what is this? Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Person's name is Raspberry, and they have 0 followers and a fake picture. So I'm not going to talk to that person either. I'm only interested in talking to people who actually are real people. We have somebody named Esme. Esme doesn't have anything to do with animals except for a jellyfish picture. Now I'm curious. Let's see what maybe Esme can read a card. Oh my goodness, thank you. We just got a new channel member.
Hi.
Hi. 1 second, sweetheart. Thank you for becoming a channel member, guys. Thank you so much for buying a membership. Welcome to our Vegan Fantastic Friends Club. or vegantastic. All right, thanks again. Thank you. Really appreciate you buying a membership to my channel. That's so kind of you. All right, so Esme, are you ready to read a card?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we're learning about excuses about convenience. Just questions that people have asked me, and when you become a vegan teacher, you'll know how to answer them. Can you read this?
Okay, but what will I eat if I'm at the restaurant? Most restaurants.
Okay, no,
now
that's
offer vegan options.
it's way too fast. Okay,
Okay,
slow down,
okay,
all right?
so-
Remember you're teaching. You're teaching. So your
Okay.
words have to go out of your phone, out into the universe. They have to go underneath people's doorways, sneak through the air, go into their rooms, go into their phones, go into their heads, and they have to picture what you're saying, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to read like remember how cute you were when you were 5 years old? You're going to read like that. You pretend you're reading to
Okay.
Picture yourself at 5 years old right now. Are you cute?
Maybe.
Of course you were. All 5-year-olds are cute. You were very cute. All right, now I want you to read this card nice and slowly as if you're reading to 5-year-old you. Go.
Okay. Excuses about convenience. Question 42. But what will I eat if I'm at a restaurant? Answer. Most restaurants now offer vegan options. With some simple substitutions, you can veganize many dishes, so there's no reason to worry.
Okay. That was very good reading, but that was not reading to a 5-year-old. It was too fast, but still, you're learning. So thank you for that. All right. Anything you want to say or ask?
Yeah, so do you have any tips for have you, you're an American, right?
I'm Canadian.
Oh, Canadian. I was wondering. So basically, I'm European. Do you guys have this sausages in Canada? Like the vegan brand.
There's vegan sausages, yes. Vegan sausages,
Is it like-
vegan burgers, there's vegan chicken wings. There's all things made from plants that don't hurt animals that you can buy, yes.
Yeah, like the brands, because I stopped eating meat when I was 6, so I don't really know what it tastes like. But what vegan brands do you recommend?
I recommend if you haven't had any yet that you don't ever eat them. You can eat healthy whole foods, but brands that you have over there, where did you say you are?
The UK.
Okay, so I don't know, but you can just easily Google it, You can go to the grocery store, you can even ask them there, you can say, I'm vegan, can you show me the vegan foods that are there? Or you can join vegan groups, because in different countries, they have different brand names. I know that there's something called Beyond Meat. I don't know if you have it. Beyond Burgers are
We
good.
have that in the UK.
Yeah, they're good. I just put them on the grill, put them in a frying pan, put on your salt and your mustard and ketchup or whatever it is you want. And yeah, we actually have some in our freezer right now. Because sometimes when my sons come over, I'll just cook them. I keep them in the freezer, and I keep the buns in the freezer too.
But yeah, your son's like vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian.
Yeah, they're adults right now. But listen, can I just read this super chat here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just gonna read this, okay? So the person just wrote, okay, $4.99. Thank you for the donation. And you wrote, this lady is why I'm not scared of I can't see what that is, a pencil or a carrot? Filled homeless people anymore. I don't know what you're saying. They're a lot less scary than this thing. Okay, so you think I'm scary. Can you stop moving, sweetie? Because it's really noisy when you move. Esme, don't move, okay? Just put your phone, don't put it on your bed. Just put it on a table or a chair and just don't touch it, okay? Thanks. All right, so this person says that I'm scary, all right, but doesn't say what's scary about me. So here's what I think. I think the psychology behind that, okay? There's nothing scary about the way I look. I'm kind of just your normal, average, ugly-ish person. I know I'm not especially pretty, but I wouldn't say that I'm scared looking. I don't exactly look like a monster. So I think what you're saying is that what you're scared of is yourself here. Okay, this is the psychology behind what you just wrote. Remember, I'm a nurse and I worked in psychology. I worked in psychiatry. I helped all kinds of people through all kinds of problems throughout my life. And what's happening with you is you're scared of yourself because you know you don't have the strength to be vegan. So you're scared to try because you don't think that you have the willpower. But here's the thing. You can be vegan easily. You just go to the grocery store and you just remember this flag. This is a freedom flag. And you put all wide variety of vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds in your shopping cart. You can easily be vegan. It's so easy. Just put strawberries. Esme, can you name some vegan foods when you look at this? When you think of red foods, what do you think? Actually, look, you guys, you look on TikTok. You look on the screen here. They're going to help you on TikTok. And I'm going to look over here on YouTube. Okay, let's look at all the different foods. Guys,
Cherries.
Exactly, cherries. Hey, thanks for sharing the live, by the way. Somebody's sharing the live to like 25 people. That's amazing. Thank you. All right, so we got cherries that are vegan. What else do we have, guys, that's vegan? Yes.
Oranges.
Yeah, oranges. We have apples. Apples can be red. Apples can be yellow. There's such a thing as green apples. All the delicious vegan foods. We've got up here, we've got tofu. What else are you guys writing? Jackfruit, very good. Yeah, all kinds of fruits. You've got blueberries, plums, and prunes. Oh my God, somebody over here just wrote a whole pile of different vegan foods. One second, I'm gonna scroll back. Guys, someone on TikTok just wrote, it's moved. I'm sorry, guys, but it tried to stop it and it went crazy. Cauliflower, yes, cauliflower is vegan and it's white. What else do you see? Esme, what do you see on the channel over here?
One sec. I'm just finding one that's not rude. Tomatoes, radishes, chilies, cherries, strawberries, and apples.
Yeah, and what about all the different nuts, guys? Start to name the vegan nuts. All nuts are vegan. What kind of nuts are there? Peanuts, peanut butter, good. Somebody just wrote brown bread. Yes, brown toast, exactly. Peanut butter toast is vegan. What else? Lentils, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy wrote lentils. Beatrice, you wrote chickpeas. Good, that goes right here. What else do we have? Hazelnuts, yes. Esme, what else do you see?
Someone said grapes.
Yeah, someone wrote pistachios, almonds, corn. Yeah, all kinds of them. Walnuts, coconut. Excellent. No, fish is not vegan because fish is alive and fish want to live, so that's not vegan. Okay, guys, we have some super chats here. I'm going to go first to the turquoise one because it will not stay as long. This is Abby Brown. She wrote, this is similar raspberry. This is similar raspberry from your live. That's me in my PFP. Please don't skip me. Oh, okay. Hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. I don't know what you mean by skip you, hun. Oh, are you talking about you want to talk to me on my YouTube, my TikTok? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, sweetie, I'm not sure where you are, but you have to be, if you're at the top of the list, I'll try to get to you, okay? Meanwhile, we have a super chat from somebody who gave $9.99. Thank you for being here. And this person writes, I have a question. So do you do vegan online school to teach them what a vegan is or other stuff? Yes, actually, that's exactly why I'm here. This is Vegan Online School. This is a YouTube channel here who is learning about veganism. And we also have TikTok over here learning about veganism. We are reading hundreds of cards. We're reading all kinds of different cards to teach people why you should be vegan, how you can stay vegan, teaching things about the environment, how being vegan is good for the planet. We're teaching all of that stuff. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you want to not miss the next one, and press the notification bell up here also, okay, you guys over on YouTube? Make sure your notifications are on so that you'll get a bing when I'm live and we're going to teach stuff. And don't worry.
I have a question.
Okay, yeah, hold on. I'm so sorry, but I just have another super chat. Oh, Abby writes, I was at the top of the list. You said my account was fake because no followers. Okay, Abby. Let me just see you, okay? I'll try and see you because I feel bad, but you know, you have to understand people do open fake accounts all the time. I'll go and check, okay, Abby? I'll look. You said your name is Raspberry or something like that? I'll remember, okay? All right, yes, what's your question, Esme?
Are you like a actual primary school teacher as well?
Yes, I'm a teacher. I'm a nurse and also a teacher. I have a teaching degree. I went to university for 4 years to become a teacher, to teach English as a second language to French kids. What about you? What do you do?
I'm in secondary school right now in the UK, which is for like when you're like 16, 17, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I have to remove you because you have to be over 18. And TikTok's going to get very mad at both of us. Okay. So I didn't know that. I thought you knew you have to be 18 to come in. Okay, sorry about that. Now I'm gonna go and see, there's somebody whose name is Raspberry. Okay, Raspberry wants to come in. Okay, I saw you, I found you.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Raspberry, thank you for clarifying that. You want to read a card?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, question 43. Doesn't it take long to cook vegan meals? Answer. Many vegan meals are quick and easy to prepare. Salads, stir fries, and grain bowls often take less time than cooking meat.
That's very good reading. Do you see a little girl here with an animal? Who do you see?
Yeah, little girl with a chicken.
Yeah. So she likes chickens. She takes care of them. She doesn't eat them, and she doesn't steal their eggs. Didn't you see something in the picture that she would eat?
The carrots?
Yeah. Right, because carrots don't feel pain. Animals do feel pain, so we don't want to hurt them. All right, do you want to say anything else? Do you want to ask me a question?
Yeah, I had a question. First of all, you said my profile picture wasn't real. That's me, by the way, which is fine. I get that you have a lot of trolls, and you know that's really all some of the things
your
I've heard them say.
your profile picture looks so pretty and professional that I thought, oh, someone just took that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's really nice of you.
I'm sorry.
Basically, no, that's okay. Basically, my question is, I'm a vegetarian, and I've been watching your live for a little bit, and I've heard some things about sort of, the dairy industry that you've brought up and things like that, right? And I think my main reason for being vegetarian is probably just a lack of education. But then I see certain things like what people say about sheep needing to be sheared or horses' hooves needing to be trimmed and all this human intervention that I feel like I struggle to understand. Like, okay, I don't really understand how like the wool industry would be bad then, or I understand in some cases or most cases it obviously is bad, but I don't understand why it can't be like a process where both human and animals can support each other, and it can be like a thing where we can get wool for clothes and animals can also be in an environment where they're not being tortured.
Okay, well, that's a lot. I have a lot to address there. I'll just really quickly talk about the horses, and I'll talk about the wool, and then we'll get back to you and saying why to try to figure out why you're not vegan. Okay? So you said because it's a lack of education. So first of all, when it comes to horses or sheep, humans have proven over years of time that they cannot live in harmony with animals while they are captive, because they end up abusing them and using them. And there's you can look all this stuff up. I could take hours to explain it to you, but there's actually a really cool site. It's actually for kids that you can go to. I don't know if you have any children in your life, but please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot of this, everyone, okay? You can go here to learn about the animals. Anybody can learn how to be vegan. You just, there's also recipes over here, and it talks about sheep, it talks about horses and things like that. And the thing is basically that sheep are bred into existence right now by humans, so that they are bred, they'll take one sheep, the male and the female who have a lot of wool, they'll breed them together, the baby will have even more wool, those babies will have even more wool, and it's just to the point where these sheep are just producing so much wool that they're constantly uncomfortable. And then humans say, oh, now I have to steal your wool, after they've bred them into existence in such a way that they suffer. There's also something called muesling, which is a terrible thing. I'm sorry, I could just talk to you for hours about how sheep are mistreated, but you can do all of that research on your own. So I'm just going to ask you to trust me. I'm going to also ask you to look up a video, just type the wool industry in under 60 seconds and prepare to be horrified, because they will show you how these animals are treated so quickly. See, because when people are raising sheep, what they're doing is all they care about is getting as much wool as possible, as quickly as possible. So they're bred like that, and then they take them. They don't care about the fact that they feel pain, that they're scared. They don't even know what a razor is. Somebody grabs them super fast, because these workers are paid by how many sheep they shear. So they don't give a fuck. They take the sheep. Where's my little sheep? They will take the sheep and they'll just, they literally put them in this machine. They falls down, they sit on them, shave them so fast. Sheep is like, what the fuck? The sheep literally feels like she's dying. There's a razor on her. Zzz. Imagine that. You don't know what that is. It's shaking. There's electricity is going on you. The sheep is trying to fight. Then the person gets mad, punches the sheep in the head, or just sits on them, hurts them constantly just to get their wool. So we are incapable. Humans are horrible. We cannot be around animals because they end up abusing them. I know what you're thinking though, because I'll be the first one to tell you, before I became vegan, I had all kinds of wool clothes because I'm always cold because I live in Canada. I literally grew up as a little girl because my grandmother knew that I was always cold and she knit me wool undershirts. So I would wear a wool undershirt all day and all night because I was a skinny little girl before I was a vegan and I was always cold. And so look, wool, I love wool. Some people don't like wool because it makes them scratch. But it's not okay to buy wool. However, if you have some wool things in your wardrobe right now, I don't think you should throw them out because that doesn't do anything. Should you wear them outside of the house and like talk about how about what you're learning here? Yes, you should say, I realize you could say, let's say you're wearing a wool sweater. You could say to people, look, I didn't know before I bought this. I would never buy another wool product. And it's a way to start a conversation with somebody. Horses, when it comes to horses, you asked me about horses and what do they need? Well, if your horse is in captivity already, your job is to treat that horse as well as possible, but not to parade your horse around, not to use your horse to be in the Olympics. That's wrong. Horses want nothing to do with going in the Olympics. They're terrified on airplanes. They are here with us on the planet.
Yeah, I obviously don't support any of that, even like the dog racing and everything like that is horrible. I mean, more specifically about their hooves, like, you know how, you know, they always are shoed and filed down and everything like that.
Yeah, but let me
Whenever
ask you.
I see that process.
Yeah, I know, but let me ask you, okay, when the horses were in the wild, right?
Yeah.
Before we came along and tried to domesticate them. In fact, there are some horses still in the wild right now, but the United States is trying to kill them as much as possible. They literally go in airplanes and just massacre them because they think that the horses are eating the land that they want, that the crops on the land, because they are growing these crops for cows so they can kill the cows. Like, it's horrible the way that they treat them. Horses are being massacred and it's devastating. So horses in the wild though, they don't have humans walking up to them and tearing about their hooves. They're fine because they're running around and they're on rocks and things, and it's gonna just wear them out. Just like the fingernails of you know, the animals, you know, they just wear them down. So, you know, again, like, I don't want to get into too much detail here because some people, like, you know, we're spending a lot of time on the nitty-gritty of these specific animals, but I want to talk about you. And you said that it's a lack of sort of education. So let's assume, because you sound like a smart lady, you're going to Google all of this. And if you don't know, literally go to ChatGPT and ask this question, okay? Start everything with the sentence, from a vegan perspective, and then say, what's wrong with wool? From a vegan perspective, what's wrong with having horses in captivity, or whatever it is that you're thinking? What's wrong with eating eggs? Start every sentence with from a vegan perspective, and you will get the list of things, and it will help you to understand, like, instantly. And then you'll have the information. You can take a screenshot of what you have. You can start to develop your own card. So when people ask you, when you become a vegan teacher like me, when I start to see you online, you'll have all the information right there, you know? All right, so what's stopping you now that you know? Okay, well, you know about the dairy industry, right? Did you read this before or no? Have you seen me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've been in your live and I saw that, and I think that's just sort of what I mean by uneducated, is like, I didn't realize that, which is why, you know, I've been a vegetarian for a long time. And I've never really given much thought into veganism. And then through watching your live, I've sort of been like, oh, wow, this is really awful. Maybe I should, like,
yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Into this.
Sweetie, okay, wait, what's your name again? What's your first name?
My name's Ali.
Ali?
Abby?
Abby? A-B-B-Y?
Yeah, E-Y, but yeah.
Okay, Abby. Okay, Abby. Listen to me, okay? We're the same. I was vegetarian for years. I was thinking I was doing a good thing. And then somebody pointed out exactly the same way that I'm pointing it out to you, okay? And I don't mean to this sound bad because you didn't know, you didn't really think about it, but someone said to me, "You are a massive hypocrite," they said to me. I said, "What do you mean? I'm not eating animals. Isn't that good?" They're like, "Yeah, but you still eat eggs and you still eat cheese and yogurt and ice cream and you're still buying leather." Like, these are horrible things. And like, I needed somebody to really smack me to wake me up. And after that, I changed.
Yeah.
Okay? So you've been watching me. You know exactly what I stand for. Today is July 21st. Today is the day that you truly learned exactly what happens. And you have all the skills and the biggest heart. And that's why I'm saying to you that today should be your vegan declaration day. Today should be the day. Today should be the day. I want you to do this, Abby. I want you to make yourself a little card in PowerPoint or whatever, or just by hand, okay? Just cut a paper. I want you to write this. I want you to take a screenshot right now of this, okay?
Okay.
All right, now I want you to write happy vegan. Name, Abby. Date, July 21st, 2026. That's the day you became vegan. Because here's the truth. You have all the information now, and all you have to do is go forward and promise yourself you will never pay for animals to suffer again. Now, that doesn't mean whatever's in your fridge, Abby, that you have to throw out, okay? I'm going to give you this. Today's your vegan declaration day, but it means from now on you will never take money out of your wallet ever again to pay somebody to kill an animal. No more meat, no more going out to buy ice cream. I know it's a change, but you can do it, and I'm here, okay? And there's a vegan community right in your neighborhood. You just have to find them. And there's so many people online, but you can finish what's in your fridge. Tell me what you have in your fridge and freezer right now.
I normally do meal plans, but like I'm not too worried about being able to eat vegan food, because I think, you know, obviously as a vegetarian, a lot of my meals end up being vegan anyways, you know, like probably half my meals are vegan anyways. So I'm not too concerned about not being able to eat vegan. I don't think that'll be an issue. Like I've never been someone who's been like, oh, I don't want to do it for the taste or anything like that. Like that's not a concern for me at all.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very much for coming here today, and I want to thank you, and I now pronounce you vegan for the rest of your life. And I also ask you to change the name of your account. It has raspberry in there, which is nice. But, you know, why don't you call yourself Abby for the Animals? That would be such a great account name. Think about it, okay? Abby for the Animals. Immediately when anyone sees your TikTok, they will know what your name is, and we can call you, I can call you. Next time when you show up, I'll be like, oh, it's Abby, you know? And for the animals, which means you're caring about them, which you already do because you're not named here immediately before someone else takes that name. And then go to TikTok and take the exact same name. Then go to YouTube and take the exact same name, because if not, you're going to regret it. Because as you become an activist more and more, you're going to want everyone to find you. And if you have all these accounts that are different, it's hard to find you. Okay? So I now pronounce you Abby for the Animals. Thank you for being vegan. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being on the right side of history and showing that you have empathy. I'd like to give you a big hug about your way over there. So I'm just going to tell you to imagine that you have a hug from me. All right, guys. Everybody else, thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to let you go on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments. Big hugs, everyone. Abby and everyone, big hug. Thank you so much for striving to be as vegan as possible. I'll see you in a few hours later on. I have other things to do, but I will always come back here, so you can always find me here.